I'm Kråkan, also known as Corvus Cornix, so welcome to Yacc, yet another Crowcast where I pick a game I played for a week and then I'll talk about it. This week's game is Automobili Lamborghini for the Nintendo 64. It was released in 1997 and it's a racing game developed by Titus France and also published by them. And there'll be some spoilers up ahead, just so you know, but first a little backstory. So this game was yet another blind purchase for me and I didn't exactly know what I was getting into. So to understand a bit about the game, I need to talk about the backstory of the company Lamborghini. It was founded in Italy by Ferruccio Lamborghini, and they didn't actually start out making fancy sports cars. They started making tractors. And to the surprise of no one, Ferruccio loved sports car. He actually had a sports car for every day of the week, and he had problems with one of those, which was a Ferrari. So he went to the company and told them how to fix it, but they didn't want to do that for some reason. So he said, I'm going to make my own cars from now on. So you could say that Ferrari indirectly made the company Lamborghini. As startup, there are logos and trademarks, and the game prompts you to press the start button. And if you don't press the start button, you get a demo. Then you get select between 1 to 4 players, records, and options. And if you choose one player, you get to choose between arcade, championship, single race, and time trials. In the arcade section, you can choose between basic series and the pro series. And after that, you pick your car of choice, and if you have an automated or manual gearbox, and then you get to put in your name. So before I started playing for real, I went in and did a warm-up so I could learn the controls, and then I gave the basic series a try, and I managed to get first place in the first race. On the screen you have a couple of indicators. At the bottom right you have the speedometer, at the bottom left you have a minimap, and top left you have the laps you gone, and mid you have the timer, and top right is the position. So when you're driving on a course, there will be arrows popping up on the screen indicating how sharp the next turn will be, and this feature can be turned off in the option settings. There are also checkpoints throughout the stages, and if you don't make it, it's game over. There is also a drifting mechanic and pit stops, but I never got into those. So on the second stage I failed miserably and I needed to get good. So I practiced on all the levels in the single races, and the stage is actually pretty much. They have cities, countrysides, California desert, harbors, and so on. Also, I tried the other modes, and at that point, I felt like I had enough. So I'm going to move into the summary now. So, gameplay. It's a racing game. Compete and win. Control. The left stick is steering. The A button accelerates. The B button brakes, but you can't reverse in this game. D-pad up or down switches between the camera angles. C up is behind the car, like that view. C right is handbrake, and the stop button pauses. Graphics. So the graphics look okay, the draw distance in some levels are terrible, and I don't know, maybe I'm spoiled by better looking games. Sound and music. The problem I have with the default audio settings are or is that the car engines drown out most of the excellent techno soundtrack, and my favorite tracks of those are Race 2 and the Results theme, and I know I can go into the options and change those things, but they always revert to the default settings anyways. Easter egg, secrets, and glitches. Apparently while playing you can unlock a couple of cars, such as a Formula 1 car, a Bugatti, a Dodge Viper, a Porsche, and a Ferrari. There's also an advert for this game on YouTube that I saw, and they have some insane energy levels, let me just say that. So in conclusion I wrote sadly no. So this game made me wish I was playing something else instead, like Need for Speed. The graphics are okay, but the music is drowned out by the engines. And I shouldn't complain too much because I almost got this game for free, which probably should have been a clue. But at least I learned a little bit about the cars and the company. So my recommendation will be to play Need for Speed instead, because that's a better game series as a whole. So anyway, thank you for listening and or watching, and take care.